I'm the Events and Marketing Officer at Raleigh, and my name is Georgia. So we are a global youth action organisation that ignites, equips and mobilises young people aged 17 to 24 with the skills, knowledge and experience to create lasting change in the world. We've been going since 1984, so we have over 37 years worth of experience behind us. And if you were to join one of our 2 programmes, you'd be joining an alumni family of over 55,000 people. So I'll start off by talking about our expeditions, because this is our longest standing programme, and you can join us in either Nepal or Costa Rica, and the decision on where you go to is completely up to you. So what's involved in a Raleigh expedition? So we run 4, 5, 7 and 10-week expeditions. Our 10-week expeditions are the most popular because you'll get to take part in the 3 different projects that you see on the screen here. So community, environmental and an adventure leadership track. Each of them will be for 19 days. A 7-week expedition, you'll get involved in 2 out of the 3, again, each being for 19 days, or on a 4 or 5-week expedition, you focus either on a community project or an environmental project and a shorter adventure leadership track. Our 7 and 10-week expeditions run spring, summer and fall. So like I said, are perfect for anyone who's wanting to take a gap year, or if you're just wanting to do something during the summer, then we've got our 4 and 5-week expeditions then. So our adventure leadership tracks are not only about working in teams of 12 to 14 volunteers, carrying everything that you need on your back, but also picking up regular food drop-offs as you go along the way. You're also taking in some incredible views. So whether that's trekking throughout national parks in Costa Rica or in the foothills of the Himalayas in the Ruby Valley in Nepal. And this project is all about your personal development. So team building skills, communication skills, and leadership. Each volunteer gets to be the leader of the group for the day, so makes all the decisions with regards to how far you're going to trek that day, who's going to be navigating you, where are you going to camp, and when you get there, who's cooking you dinner, who's collecting firewood and water. Our environmental projects are currently only in Costa Rica, and that's because 5% of the planet's biodiversity is in Costa Rica, and 25% of the country is a protected area. So there's a great deal of natural resource to preserve there. So whether you're creating pathways like you can see on the screen here, making sure that the parks are easily accessible for tourists, but park rangers, scientists and researchers as well, or you might get involved in reforestation work and just general maintenance of the parks, helping to support the park rangers. In Nepal, our community projects are water, sanitation and hygiene based. So working with the communities in the Gorkha region that are still feeling the effects of the earthquake back in 2015, and they don't have access to safe drinking water. So we're improving that access. You could be digging trenches like you see here in order to lay water pipes that will connect water tanks to tap stands that you'd also be building within the communities, but then also getting involved in awareness raising sessions as well. So teaching the 7 steps of hand washing or holding menstrual hygiene awareness raising sessions with members of the community. And this year we launched a brand new programme called Regreen, and this is taking place in the Western Highlands of Scotland here in the UK. You can join us here on either a 2 or a 4-week placement. A 2-week placement includes a conservation project and campaign training, as does a 4-week placement, but that will also include a remote leadership track as well. Our conservation projects are working in Scotland's rainforests and ancient woodlands, helping to protect and preserve the environment. So whether it's removing trees that have died from ashback disease, making way for new ones to grow there, you could be removing rhododendron, which has just completely taken over some of the areas. It's not a native plant to the area, so getting rid of that so that plants that were native there can continue to grow. Or you could be protecting tree saplings from grazing deer nearby, so making sure that they don't go and ruin those trees and they've got the opportunity to grow. Alongside that, you'll do lots of campaign training as well. So whether it's hearing from our societies all around the world who are taking part in our global youth-led campaign, Action Not Excuses, you might be looking at behavioural change methods, how race and gender come into campaigning, and how it is that you can set up your own campaigns as well. And the track, we've been doing it on expedition for so long, we've decided to bring it over to Scotland. So similar aspects, you're carrying everything that you need on your back, you're navigating yourselves, but you're getting to take in some of the absolutely incredible areas in Scotland. So starting in an area called Glenfinnan, which if there's any Harry Potter fans on the call, is where the Hogwarts Express goes over the viaduct. and then heading over the Knoydart Peninsula. And then some of our groups have even been reaching Fort William and Ben Nevis. Here, you're going to be setting up a new camp every night, wild camping, making sure that you've got flat land, water and firewood, and then that means that you're good to go. We are also Gap Year Association accredited, which we are incredibly proud of, as we are one of the only British organisations to have this accreditation. And our programmes are international. We have volunteers come from all over the world, from the UK, America, Canada, Germany, the Netherlands, Spain, Belgium. If you decide to go on an expedition to Costa Rica or Nepal, there'll be other young people from that community there as well. And there is the opportunities to get to know members of the communities, whether that's in a festival in Nepal or celebrations of a national park in Costa Rica. And these are our fundraising targets. So these include things like your food and accommodation, in-country travel and medical insurance, or the equipment you're going to be using as well. So what are you going to gain from Raleigh? You're going to gain leadership, teamwork, self-confidence, and friendships. If you do want to find out more information, please do feel free to email us, book a call, or sign up for one of our online events.